You can smell the salt before you see the water. A thin line of gold resting on the edge of the ocean. Somewhere, a radio fades in, and that's all it takes to begin. The road heads south. No map, no reason to hurry. Just the hum of the engine and the slow pulse of another evening. They said it never rains here, but you can feel stories hiding in the heat. Maybe it's the wind, maybe it's memory, trying to find its shape again.
There's a rhythm in every life. Each sign, each shadow, a reminder that you've been here before.
Or maybe just dreamed it that way.
The sun moves lower, the color turns amber, and the waves keep chasing the sound of the tires.
Somewhere between the coast and the sky, you start to forget what time means. You pass small towns with diners and palm trees, names you'll forget but faces that might stay. The air smells like gasoline and salt, and the night waits like an open hand. Sometimes freedom is this simple, a tank half full, a voice in your head that says, keep driving. No destination tonight, only the promise of light ahead. Feeling that everything begins again. Each time the road bends toward the ocean.
The skyline fades behind me, mirrors catching silver rain. The air smells new and quiet, a road without a name. The radio hums in whispers, some song I've never known. It feels like every story that like someone's gentle hand. It touches me without a sound and says, you'll understand. Golden drive, the day unfolds, painted miles of dusty gold. Every turn just lets me find the peace I lost behind. Golden drive, horizon wide, time falls easy, heart untied. Nothing left to prove tonight, only this golden drive. Every mile writes a sentence, every sky another line. Maybe roads are made for healing, maybe leaving's how you shine. Golden drive, I let it be. The wind keeps time instead of me. If tomorrow asks me why, I'll say I learned to try. Golden drive, soft and slow, the ocean waits below, and I keep moving on wherever sunlight goes.
The tide rolls slow beneath the pier. Sand still warm from afternoon. I drove all day to end up here, chasing the edge of a fading tune.
I came to watch the sunlight break,
A quiet place to lose the sound.
every color starts to wave when the night begins to drown. Malibu skies turn the world to gold. Stories drift like waves untold. We don't need to say goodbye, we just stay beneath these Malibu skies. Ooh, these Malibu skies. Your laughter feels like ocean wind, soft and sure against my skin. The road we took might never meet, but here it finds its rhyme again.
I see the headlights down the bay.
Every dream still feels brand new.
Maybe some things fade away, but not the ones that lead to you.
Malibu skies turn the world to gold. Stories drift like waves untold. We don't need to say goodbye, we just stay beneath these Malibu skies. just breathe beneath these Malibu skies. Ooh, these Malibu skies.
Red car rolling by the ocean side, sunlight tracing every line. Air so warm it almost hides the shape of time. Windows down, we let it play some old tune from yesterday. Nothing moves except the waves and what we say. Santa Rosa's driving slow and golden, hearts alive. Every mile a soft refrain. We just drift, we don't explain. Santa driving, wind and laughter, open sky. Everything we need survives, survives on Santa Rosa Drive. Shadows stretch across the sand. I keep one hand upon the wheel. Moments come we never planned, but they feel real. She's a memory in the glass, smiling back from years gone past. We don't chase, we let it pass. We let it last. Santa Rosa Drive, slow and golden, hearts alive. Every mile a soft refrain. We just drift, we don't explain. Santa Rosa Drive, wind and laughter, open sky. Everything we need survives on Santa Drive. Radio fades to quiet hum. Two voices blend the daylight done. If this is all we get tonight, it's still enough to feel alive. Santa Rosa Drive, the coast still breathing slow. Every color turning low. We follow where it goes. Santa Rosa Drive, just the ocean and our time. Soft and fine. Santa Rosa Drive.
I checked in, the daylight faded slow. The clerk just smiled, said room 201 down the road. Outside the pool reflected sky and sand. A faded sign swayed gently by the fan. There's a hum behind the curtains, voices drifting from the street. Postcard on the dresser and a song that feels complete. At the Palms Motel, the night moves like honey through the air. Radio humming, soft motel prayer. Nothing to chase, nowhere to tell. At the Palms Motel, the world slows down and starts to heal. I lie awake just to feel how quiet can be real. A diner down the corner plays old soul. Laughter through the window, hearts on parole. I watch the ceiling fan begin to turn, every shadow tracing what I've learned. There's perfume on the pillow, a matchbook with a name, the kind of small reminder that no two nights are the same. At the Palms Motel, the night moves like honey through the air. Radio humming, soft motel prayer. Nothing to chase, nowhere to tell. At the Palms Motel, a stranger's song drifts through the rain. It sounds like someone calling me again. Maybe I'll stay till morning, let the coffee taste the same. Write another note I'll never send, sign it with no name. The palm leaves whisper stories to anyone who stays, about the ones who stop here and the ones who drive away. At the Palms Motel, I found a piece I couldn't sell. Neon shining through the blinds, a different kind of spell. At the Palms Motel, time forgets to move or tell, and for a while I'm someone else. At the Palms Motel.
Highway lights start waking, shadows stretch along the sand. Radio hums a tune I know from another place, another hand. The wind brings back the ocean truck rolls past with headlights low. Kids are laughing by the pier. Every sound feels close enough to tell me I belong here. Sunset over Ventura, rolling slow, just me and the tide. Every mile feels lighter now, the past stays on the other side. Sunset over Ventura, painted lines and silver signs. Somewhere between the coast and time, I leave the noise behind. Maybe I was gone too long, chasing things that never stay. But tonight the air feels clear enough to wash those dreams away. The sun melts into water, the road begins to fade, but my heart keeps driving forward into what the night has made. Sunset over Ventura, colors turning slow and kind. If tomorrow never finds me, I'll still have this drive in mind. Sunset over Ventura, the city lights start to climb, and I know I'm still moving, just easy, just fine.
Morning starts in slow motion. Mist curls around the road signs. Coffee tastes like yesterday's dream. Somewhere past St. Louis, the world feels new again. Half awake, half free, halfway between what was and what might be. The highway hums a different tune now. It doesn't chase time, it lets it breathe. I pass a truck loaded with oranges, windows fog, driver singing to himself. A diner sign blinks through the haze like it's winking at every traveler. Look who swore they'd only stop for gas. vanishes between the hills, a quicksilver mirror that never stays still. It reminds me that nothing really waits for you, but everything keeps welcoming you back. There's a rhythm to leaving, a softness to returning. Every town, every turn teaches you the same quiet rule. You can go anywhere, but the heart always finds its coast. I roll down the window, warm wind, new day, no destination, just movement. Pictures in the backseat, colors fading but the smile still shines. Every frame a little piece of sunlight, every glance a story out of time. You were standing by the water laughing, There's a Polaroid from San Diego, sand and laughter on the lens. We didn't know the years would follow. We just kept driving past the bend. I keep them close like old songs on the radio, soft and warm, they hum the truth. Every mile I go, I find another color made from me and you. Golden frames of you spread across my mind like morning light. Every shadow turns to blue when I let those memories drive tonight. Golden frames of you playing silent films of what we knew. No need for words, they stay true in these golden frames of you. Maybe time's just a gentle mirror, showing love the way it stays. I don't chase what's gone forever, I just learn the golden ways. So if I see your face in sunlight on a window passing through, I'll smile and let the moment be another frame of you. Golden frames of you rolling softly through the view. Every dream that still feels new, ride the sky in shades of you. Golden frames of you, and the day turns warm again, just like it used to do. Early sun cuts through the window, coffee cooling in my hand. Highway signs are singing names of town I'll never understand. The ocean rides along beside me like a friend who knows my song. Every curve becomes a chorus telling me I'm where I belong. Waves across the freeway, rolling with the radio on. Silver lines of motion keep me chasing the dawn. Waves across the freeway, rising just to fall again. The rhythm of the journey beats under my skin. A surfer truck drifts past me slowly, board stacked higher than
Halfway down the coast, the road grows quiet. Hills unfold like pages in the sun. I pull aside to watch the water shimmer, thinking about what I've become. A truck hums by, the dust still dances. A postcard sky begins to fade. It feels like every mile behind me knows the promise that I made. Halfway down the coast, the world is soft and slow. I don't need a reason now, the reason starts to show. Halfway down the coast, I find the peace I lost. It waits between the ocean's breath and every line I crossed. The radio hums a drifting station. Old love songs that never end. They sound like someone waving from a place I can't defend. The wind plays with the curtain of a motel's open door. I stopped to buy an orange soda. I don't hurry anymore. Halfway down the coast, the world is soft and slow. I don't need a reason now, the reason starts to show. Halfway down the coast, the heart learns what it knows to keep the motion gentle and let the silence grow. Maybe I'm just passing through, but it feels like home tonight. Every shadow turning blue still holds a trace of light. Halfway down the coast, I leave the window wide. The sea keeps every promise that the stars can't hide. Halfway down the coast, I finally understand. You don't arrive, you stand still and let the moment land. where the tide once cared. Neon signs on their tired refrain. I walk alone, but it feels the same. Salt on my skin, breeze in my hair. The world slows down like a silent prayer. Every light along the boardwalk knows when the story ends. The feeling grows after the pier closes. The night becomes my friend. I hear the ocean whisper that every road can bend. And after the pier closes, the stars begin to bloom. And all the noise I carry finally leaves the room. A paper cup, a half-played song, a couple laughing, then they're gone. The Ferris wheel still turns once more, out of habit, out of lore. I stop beside the railing, watch the colors lose their fight. Even darkness feels like comfort when it's wrapped in gentle light. After the pier closes, the night becomes my friend. I hear the ocean whisper that every road can bend. After the pier closes, I breathe the coastal air. Nothing left to wonder, I'm already there. Maybe all the ends we fear are just beginnings turned around. The silence sings so clearly when there's no one else around. After the pier closes, I leave my footprints new. Every wave that finds the sand feels like starting to. After the pier closes, the world turns soft and white. And I keep walking slowly with the sea beside.
City lights appear before I expect them. Tiny sparks scattered like promises. The air smells like salt and gasoline, but softer now, like it's tired too. I slow down near the curve where the ocean almost touches the road.
said the city never sleeps, but tonight it feels half awake, like it's waiting for someone to arrive quietly. Somewhere behind me, the sea keeps my name. Somewhere ahead, the skyline stretches like an open arm. I think about the miles I've driven, the names of towns I forgot, the people who smiled for a minute and kept driving too. Traffic hums below the hills, a steady heartbeat in the dark. I turn the dial, a song I don't know, but it feels like I should. It sounds like home before I've even arrived. Let's turn to L.A. Headlights weaving through the night. Every mile I've taken has led me here to this quiet glow, to this soft landing. The road flattens out, the city breathes again, and I let tomorrow come to me without asking what it means.